Welcome to our Nini SR channel.
I once checked myself in the mirror and went to open the door. Oh my god. Here she is looking so adorable. She was wearing a Dissa floral midi dress in ivory color. As always, she put a mini ponytail on her hair, while holding a bottle of white wine in her hand. My heart started to beat crazily. I keep looking at her from top to bottom. "Let me in if you have finished gawking at me," she says with a cute smile. Oh my god. I'm obsessed. I can't stop looking at her. Okay. Take your time. Why shouldn't you take a photo so that you can see me, whenever you want, as she says. I reached for my phone in my pocket, she chuckled and said, "Let me in, so I can pose for you." As she passed through me, I felt my heartbeat stop and started for a second. She went to the kitchen island and placed the wine and came in front of me and smiled at me. "Now take as many photos as you want," she says as she starts doing some poses. I chuckled as I started to take a picture as much as I wanted. I don't know why she feels so comfortable with me. Is this because she has known me since a child, or does she like me like I like her? Yes, I like her. Oh no, I started to fall for her more. If you are finished, send it to me as well. I forgot to take a picture of me before I came, she said. Huh. It's kind of awkward. I nodded. And I locked my phone. She went in to sit on the couch and I went to sit near her. "Did you clean the house today?" she asked as she turned to see me. "Yes," I said as I turned fully toward her side and placed my elbow on the couch. "You should have told me. We will clean it for you free," she said as she turned toward a sitting copy of my poster. "It's even mentioned in the contract," she said as she looked at me. The more I look at her, the more I remember our hug. I don't know what got into me the moment I asked her for a hug. I held her because I didn't want her to leave me. She makes me happy as she took me to the place I never wanted to go in my life. Here she talks about a thing she went through today during home cleaning, but all I think is about our hug and how it would feel if I kissed her now. How she would feel. How would she react? Should I just kiss her? No, I should ask for her consent.
Loxley POV. See, here I am talking about the things I did today, but he looks like he fighting himself not to kiss me. He is like an open book, I can read him whenever I want. Do you keep looking at me like you're falling for me? Or want to watch a movie with me? I said. He flinched and turned away from me as he turned on the TV with the remote on the table in front of us with popcorn and juice. I saw his ears turn red because of my words. I turn and watch the movie he plays as he picks the popcorn bowl and places it between us for sharing. As we both watch the movie, my phone keeps vibrating in my pocket. I pick and look at the message that my friends sent on our group. Before I came here, I asked Brigitta to pick a dress for me. She told everything I told her in our group. That is why I keep getting texts. I put my phone in silence and turned to saw him watch the movie so interesting, but here I am feeling hungry. I didn't even eat afternoon for to eat the dinner. I lean toward him and tap his shoulder. He turns toward me. Oh, no. Now it's a few inches between our faces. He is shocked as he looks at me and leans slightly toward me. Now it's just an inch between us, as I slightly move toward him. Growl shit. He chuckles as he moves away from me. We should eat, he says as he goes to the kitchen. Imaginary self face palm. I followed him and sat on the kitchen island stool. He reheats our food and places in front of me. Is it a coincidence, or does he know my favorite food? I don't think he knows. Maybe it's just a coincidence. We ate and talked about random things. It tastes good, not as delicious as my sister cooks. After we finished eating, I asked him if we could go for a walk to the beach. He says okay. I don't know why I feel so happy. Maybe it's because I ate my favorite food after a long time. Or maybe I cough like him. We walk through his back door to the beach as he follows me. I can feel his gaze on me. I slowed down to walk with him. He asks me about why I chose this place to build a beach resort. I told him the real reason why I chose this place. It's because of my friends. Once we came to Bali, we got drunk at a nearby bar and we five went there and lay on sand and take about the stupid things we all did and slept. As I told him, I stopped walking, and I looked at the ocean in front of me. As always, it looks dark. I know night looks dark, but when I'm with my friends they say night here has some color, but they can't describe the color. So, can we hold hands? I asked him. He held my hands and interlocked our fingers. Yes, as they said, there are some colors on the ocean in front of me. He lightly squeezed my hand as he looked at the ocean. I turned to look at him, he emotionlessly looking at the ocean. I know he hates the ocean as much as I hate it. He turns his head to look at me. We both looked at each other without saying anything. But I wanted to kiss him so much. I know I shouldn't feel this way towards him. But I really want to. He shows me the color. He shows me the colors I always see. He shows me the colors that my friends can't describe. He gave me the happiness I always wanted. Can I kiss you? I asked, looking at him. I asked him. I shouldn't ask but I want it. I asked him the question I wanted to ask him 10 years ago, when we met at that party. He turns his full body toward me and I turn toward him. He leans in and looks at me in my eyes as much as our foreheads touch. He closes his eyes and asks, "Are you sure?" "Yes," I whisper as my eyes close. He releases my hand and places his hand on my waist as he pulls me toward him to close the gap between our bodies. I place my hands on his chest and open my eyes to meet his eyes looking at me the same way I look at him. He leans in to close the distance between us. I feel his lip on mine. He kisses my lips and pulls me even more to close the distance between them. I have a butterfly effect on my stomach. I held on his one shoulder as my other hand went to grab his hair. He lightly bites my lower lips as he asks me to part my lips. I parted my lips and kissed him. As he sucks my lips, I moan lowly. Within my moan he let his tongue into my mouth. I suck his tongue as if I want to swallow him. I grab his hair handful as swallow him. He keeps pulling me toward him as he wants to consume me. I pull away from our kiss to catch my breath and place my forehead on his as looking him. I can see he enjoys our kiss as much as I enjoy his smile. Again, I pulled him toward me to kiss him again. We keep kissing as we mold our mouths.